Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while. I don't think I've uploaded anything for about 6 weeks, but I've been busy with work and also a few other projects. I've been building a storage shed in the woods, which was an absolute nightmare. Took a lot of my spare time up, but I'm pretty happy with the results and I'll show you that on the next video. But today I'm just up to do a bit of cooking. Just got a tarp up there behind me. Not really sure if it's going to rain. Showers are forecast in the afternoon, so I thought, well, better safe than sorry. I've just dug a little fire pit and I'm going to have a wander and collect some wood. And then I've got the TJM Metalworks mini fire anchor grill with me. So I'm going to do just a basic burger and chips, nothing fancy. Not a gourmet burger, back to basics, just bread and meat. I'm going to fry up some chips in the Finnish wilderness pan, and then after that I'm going to do a beer review of this bad boy. It's a BrewDog Jet Black Heart vanilla oatmeal milk stout. Now I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really like milk stout. It's a proper old school beer. And it's quite rare to come by these days. 6% this mine, so I'm only having the one, but I'm really looking forward to that. The only problem is it's quite mild today, so this beer should be chilled, but I'll probably be drinking it at about 8 degrees, which is not ideal, but what can you do? So yeah, I'm going to go and find some tinder and some firewood. Just going to keep the beer on this stump here. Keep it away from the fire and let the air circulate around it. Keep it cool. As far as I can see, I think this is the very last hawthorn berry in the woods. I came across a birch tree, a silver birch, a couple of days ago, and I had some really nice looking bark on there, and I thought, oh, I'll come back later on and harvest some of that. But I've been looking now for about 25 minutes in the area where I found it, and I just can't seem to see it anymore. So I've given up looking for the elusive birch tree. I'm just gathering some dead sticks from this gnarly hazel. Hazel's a really good wood. It's good to burn. It's a nice hardwood. It's also non-toxic as well. So if you forget your fork, or if you're, I don't know, trying to skewer meat or something, it's a good wood for that. It's really useful as well, you know. I mean, obviously you get hazelnuts from them, but in the past people used to coppice them, and the stumps regrow really quickly. People used to use them for bean poles, fencing. I mean, I've got a hazel hiking staff, so it's a really useful tree. But if you can find one like this with plenty of dead branches on, you're going to get lots of small wood for your fire. It also helps the tree as well. If you collect the dead branches, it reduces the risk of any infection. Dead honeysuckle also makes good tinder as well. But this is just dormant, where you can see there it's Mother Nature's rope. This stuff is strong as anything. I could probably climb up this tree just using the honeysuckle. Yeah, look at that. That's just coming straight out of the ground. Fantastic stuff. Well, I couldn't find the birch tree I was after, but I do have some dried, seasoned birch bark here, which I can use. I do actually have some tinder in my pocket as well, for emergencies. I'll just give this a bit of a scrape, should catch a spark, I would have thought. I hope it does anyway, because I haven't got any matches or anything on me. well, I've got the fire going quite nicely there. So I'm going to be using the TJM Metalworks mini fire anchor grill kit. You might have seen me use this before. I haven't had much of a chance to use it recently, and it's a bit of equipment that needs a bit of practice, I think. So yeah, you've got a grill there, and it comes with a hook as well. But I bought recently the pan holder. You also get a couple of stakes like that, so that goes into the ground, and then you can slide your bits and bobs on the top. So I've got the finished wilderness pan, so I'm going to give it a go on this, and I've got a solitary tatey to go and peel and cut up, so I'm going to crack on with that while the fire's dying down. So I've just cut my chips up there. I'm just going to parboil them for a while before I fry them, because they're fairly large. So I've just got my little bush pot here. So I'll get the mini fire anchor in. I'll put it about there. Just got my gloves on for this job. Just breaking in a new pair of these leather gloves. Ones that you get off Amazon for about 11 quid. So I'll get the little hook arm on there, and I'll hang my spuds in there for a while. Well guys, the potatoes have been parboiled, so what I'm going to do is get the pan holder on now. Start off quite low, about there I think. Might just need to push that in a bit more. It's not moving. Need to get some oil in this pan. Plenty of oil in there. Get a bit of seasoning on there as well. Bit of smoked paprika. A few mixed herbs. Touch of salt. Some pepper. Well, it's all going to plan. The chips are doing all right. I've got the grill there just heating up a little bit, and I'm using the hook arm as a counterweight with my water bottle on the back there. So I'm just about to get the burgers on now, I reckon. These burgers aren't anything fancy, mind. I haven't handmade them or anything. What'll do the job. This finished wilderness pan is an absolute joy. After I'd done the review on it, loads of people were messaging. They'd gone and bought one. One guy asked where they were actually from, whether or not they were made in Finland, and I wasn't entirely sure. I mean, my bet was on China actually, but apparently they are just made in a small foundry in Finland. So I'll put the link again underneath if you want to pick one up. They're really nice pans. Burgers probably going to take about another 15 minutes, I reckon. So I'm going to go ahead and drink this beer. because I am getting a bit of a thirst on. It's about 2 o'clock. I've only had a couple of cups of coffee all day, so I think this is going to go straight to the head. Yeah, so BrewDog Nitro Jet Black Heart Vanilla Oatmeal Milk Stout, 6%. Where's it brewed? Who cares? Dive into the dark abyss. Let's dive right in. Ooh. Could do with the glass really to show you the colour of this, but we can ascertain that it's probably going to be pitch black like a Guinness. So let's give it a go. Wow. Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah, that is lovely, that. Yeah, really nice. Good good bitter aftertaste with a lovely sweet top note. Fantastic. Oh yeah, beautiful. Really nice one, this. If you're into your dark ales, or you do like stout or milk stout, then I definitely recommend this. It's not the cheapest, mind. It's it was £3 for a can, but if you can get your hands on it, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's lovely chocolatey flavour. I'll have to go easy, 6%. I'll be stumbling around by the time I get me burgers sorted out. If you like this type of drink, there's one thing that I usually drink at Christmas. If you get yourself a can of draft Guinness and put a shot of Tia Maria in it, we call it Christmas in a glass, and it is beautiful. It's very similar to this. You get the bitterness of the Guinness, but a lovely chocolatey sweet aftertaste. Oh, that is gorgeous. It's one of the best beers I've had in a long time. I need to find somewhere secure to lay it down. I don't want to spill it. Well, these burgers are taking a bit of a while. They're a bit thick. So yeah, I did try and get some different kind of content uploaded to the channel, but didn't really work out. I went hiking a few weeks back. I went up to Fairfield Peak via Dove Crag and Hart Crag, but I took a really heavy backpack with me, which was a bit stupid, but it's something that I usually do. I usually carry about 18 or 19 kilos in the backpack. So I set out to do that with me camera gear, so the bag was fairly heavy. But I didn't think about it, but I hadn't done any kind of hiking for about 7.5 months since the beginning of lockdown. So off I went with my heavy backpack. I went up at a fair pace as well, and I got to the top, and I'm not kidding, my legs just gave up. I just pummeled them. I started getting a cramp in my calf. I was a bit worried about it. It never went into a full cramp, if you've ever had one of those where your calf kind of shrinks to the size of a tennis ball and ends up bruised for days. But that's what I was worried about, so I had to stop. It was fairly windy up on the peaks, 50-mile-an-hour winds, and I think the wind chill factor was about -9. So I ended up sat on Fairfield Peak, and I was starting to get a bit cold, you know. I started feeling myself shivering, and I was worrying a little bit. I mean, obviously hypothermia is a risk. But I had all the kit with me. I had my tent, down sleeping bag, I had extra clothes. So I sat for a couple of hours. I put my my down jacket on, which helped, and then I managed to kind of come down off the peak after I rested for a couple of hours and before it got dark, and I pitched my tent just beneath Hart Crag on a slope like that. It was the worst night to sleep. 50-mile-an-hour winds battering the tent, and as soon as I got in the sleeping bag and lay on the mat, I just kind of slid to the bottom of the tent. So it was a horrible night. But I woke up the next day, my car felt better, and I just slowly came down off the fell. But I stopped filming, so that I never managed to upload that. I did plan and get out and do some canoeing up the River Ouse in York, but throughout October it's been flooded because of the rains. And this week we were due to go up to Scotland, up to Glenafric, to do a canoe camp trip, but obviously we're in lockdown again, so that never happened. So yes, it's hasn't really been a good year, which I'm sure everyone's aware of that. So hopefully, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything now until spring. Well, we'll either get the Pyrenees or Sweden, but we'll see. But to be honest, I'm not really holding that much hope for that, the way things are going. Although I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, I've stopped listening to the news. I like coming up here and I don't even bring my mobile phone with me or anything, so I can just tune out. You know, like this morning I got here about 6:30 in the morning, and I'll leave after dark, and just to not be tuned into the news or Facebook or any of that for hours on end. It's I think it's good for you. Plus being out in the woods. Hasn't been a bad day. The sun's just beginning to set over there. My food's taken a long time, mind. I have to say I thought I might have took about 45 minutes, but it's been on for about an hour and 45. So I've just got a bit of bun preparation going on here. As you can see, I've got some side salad there. I might be from the north, but I'm not a complete heathen. I've got a bit of healthy vegetables there on the side. Now what I have got here is a gherkin. I didn't know I had these, I just found them in the back of the fridge. I think they've been there since 2014 or something, but they're pickled, so they're alright. That one seems to have disintegrated a bit over time. Oh, look at that, give it that McDonald's flavour. So I've got a bit of ketchup, a few gherkins there, and then on the top I've got some English mustard here. So I'm just gonna clean my knife on my dirty trouser, and then just get not too much. I love a bit of mustard. Right, here we go. Let's get these burgers on. Bit of cheese on there. Slap the other one on top. Oh, it's a mountain now, isn't it? Well, that went down alright. I'm just trying to hurry up and get packed up. If you can see behind me, the light's starting to fade a bit. I'm right at the edge of the wood here. I don't know if you can hear, there's a farm just there. There's a lot of heavy machinery going on. But it's a bit of a hike out of here. It's the only problem in the winter, especially when you come out wild camping as well, you don't realise how quickly the dark sets in. you know, you get to 3 o'clock and you've got about an hour tops to get everything kind of sorted and done. So yeah, well, I'm just going to pack the tarp up, I think, and sup the rest of the BrewDog, which I am really enjoying. Well guys, that's me done. I've cleaned the fire pit up. I've got a couple of litres of water in there and I've mixed it all up. So it's all out and it's covered. Leave no trace and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to wander out now and enjoy the rest of this beer. So as ever, I'd like to say thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next one.